you don't have gym anxiety. But I'm gonna tell you what you do have. The lack of a plan, not being sure of your form, it's not a thing. What's that clip on Instagram where Martin was walking in the court like, right, let me see it. What if I told you you could be walking in the gym like that next week? Tomorrow, 3 days from now. Because gym anxiety ain't real, it's in your head. And I'm gonna tell you how to get past it, all right? Step one, don't think that you need to bring friends to the gym. If you wanna have a real workout transformation, it's gotta be you solo dolo. I'm sorry to tell you because you don't know, it's hard enough to get yourself motivated to make the changes in your life that you wanna make long term. Am I right? Am I right? Can I get an amen? Okay, so expecting somebody else to have that same intrinsic motivation at all times that you need to have, it's almost impossible. Let me tell you about story time, actually. Sorry to make this long-winded, but when I started my workout journey, it was on my college campus, and I always felt like I had to go with my friends, and I always felt like we had to go together because it was just something to do and we didn't know what to do. So when I started getting serious about it and it was a maybe for them, like, oh, I don't know, I'll see, okay. I was like, okay, that's not gonna work. Let me get serious, let me figure out what I'm gonna do when I get there so I'm not just sitting around. Make sure that you do not step foot inside the gym without a plan. If you have anxiety around other people, then there are corners in gyms that you can just take your dumbbells and go. But I promise you, all that anxiety leaves when you know what you're gonna do. All of it leaves. Headphones, a plan, that's all you need. And, I might add, it's better if your plan is written down and it's not in your phone and you're not like juggling in apps because you have to shift your focus when you do that. So I'm gonna go through some of the top group exercises right now and just show you the big do's and the big don'ts of them, so that way you kind of go in there feeling like, all right, I don't look crazy. Like, okay, this is beginning to be more of a rant video than an instructional one. Anybody that is judging you for being a beginner at the gym is literally miserable. Like, let's go there, okay? Exercises that you're probably going to be doing in the beginning of your group rope journey squats. Make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart. Make sure that you are engaging your core when you lower. But the most important thing is knee to toe ratio. I'm not arguing over this because it's in scientific journals and that's how I argue. Okay, so do not let the knees come over the toes or let the heels lift. You want to make sure your heels stay on the ground and you do not have to, this is not how low can you go, okay? This is literally how low can you safely go with your hips extending back and then your knees not coming over your toes. Second thing you want to watch for is if your knees are bending inward, or are they doing like a little shake? Are your legs shaking? That's fine. If your legs are shaking, that's fine. That's just strength that you're going to build up. But if you notice your knees do like a little circular movement, you're going to strengthen your inner thighs, but temporarily what you can do, push your knees out as you go. But your hips are going back. Do not focus on going low. Focus on keeping your knee in line with your second toe and not lifting the heels and going like forward like this. So instead of squatting like this, try to focus on being low, focus on pushing back, keeping that in line. Another move that is going to be very popular for you to do is the single leg deadlift. You're going to want to take one step forward. As you come down, you're probably going to have one weight in each hand. I literally started with these on my workout journey, so you can do the same. One dumbbell in each hand, you're going to come down slowly. This is another thing where you don't have to go all the way down to where your toe is. The reason that you want to do these instead of V stance like this is because, do you see this balance challenge that we have here? So I suggest if you want to go in and you want to get those, you want to get it popping as soon as possible, go with the single leg. Let this leg lift off the ground, but do not actively kick it like that. You know what I mean? Just lightly let it lift off the ground, come down. Both of these weights, keep it close to your shin. Keep it close to the shin. Boom, come down, and then come up. As you're coming down, your shoulders are back. At no point do they round over and stay round. Okay, so that's gonna be a big ding, ding, ding. Like, if you're worried, once again, about the whole novice look, keep the shoulders pulled back. Your back should be flat like a table as you lower the whole time. Another thing, push back with the hips. Do not push down like this. You see the difference? Down, that's the wrong way. Over, that's the right way. When you're doing the lunge, you step forward. What I know is sometimes in the gym, never let the knee completely touch the ground. It's not about how low you get, it's more about the quality of the control. Okay, you see, okay, we're here. If you feel like it's giving out to that point, you do not have to go all the way to the point where you lose control and now your knee is on the floor. Okay, so that's another ding, 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 okay? If you're worried about the lunges, the way that you look like a pro with the lunge, don't let the knee hit the floor. So the lunges, also what you want to avoid is this back foot twisting like down. My knee is out of alignment, and you, especially if you're using weight, you can injure yourself like that. So that's another thing that I wouldn't say, I would say like a telltale sign with my clients. That's what I work with them on, so their form is just super clean, everything's super. You're gonna want to come here, here. So practice on your feet always being straight ahead, parallel. If you have that little twist going on, and just adjust it. Another thing that is a good thing to have up here in the noggin is that you are always going to be adjusting your form. I'm still constantly adjusting my form, okay? It is an ongoing thing. Same thing with balance. It's okay. It does not mean that you don't know what you're doing. Doesn't mean you're weak. Your body literally wants to go towards the least path of resistance. So whatever is easiest for your body, literally that's what it wants to do. And that's completely fine, and that's okay. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about glute bridges and hip thrusts, which I know you girls will be partaking in on your glute growth journey. And let me just say this, when it comes to glute building and hip thrusts, you do not need to be doing these on the Smith machine. You don't. Not even at an advanced level. The cast is not necessary. When it comes to building quality muscle, I promise you, the old Arnold Schwarzenegger type stuff, like the classic movements and progressing that over time, chef's kiss. And you can do these on the mat. You know those long bars? I'm gonna put one right here by the side. You can use those. What I did is I used those at 40 pounds, 50 pounds. I use the neck pad for the squat rack. Up, take 4 seconds. Come right back down. Now watching for is this arch in your lower back. Keep your back in contact with the mat the whole time, and that's just gonna help your spine be neutral, which is gonna help your glutes push instead of your lower back. You're gonna wanna make sure that your legs are at alignment, so not too far back, because you're not gonna feel the activation. Heavy weight with quick, that's non-studied energy. I'm not even gonna say new to the gym or anything. It's just because you're gonna be new too, but you're gonna be well studied. Okay, what do they make educated investments? You're gonna be well educated. Okay, don't be smart. Even if it's day one, put that pressure on. That's how you're going to grow. Okay, don't be waiting till day 30 to put the pressure on yourself. Day 1, if you don't have any injuries or anything that you're working through, put that pressure on yourself. That's another way to get over gym anxiety, because
you gonna be in there slowly dying.
Who's anxious when they're slowly dying? Can you tell me? Okay. Put this back, because it's going to be a long, heavy bar. Extend the legs out first, come up. When I lift it to the side, it's going to be standing like that. I reach over like this, put it back, lean back. That way you can grab it, boom, and just put it right back, and you don't have to sit there slowly dying with the bar on your hip. So you can do whatever you want to do, but I'm just telling you those little tiny details that kind of make it look like she's been here before. She's done this before, you know? If you want that look, I'm just saying. So those are the form tips. That's also a workout that you can do, get into it, clock that T. You definitely can do that workout, 4 sets of 12 of everything. I'll put it on the screen, I'll put it in the description box. Shameless plug, the Glute Growth and Core Journal that I have dropping is called PMD, and that's how I work out. I have never used an app to work out in my life, not at the gym or not at home, but I don't use apps. I use a booklet. I go in there and know exactly what I'm going to do. Mind over matter, literally. So, yes. Wish you best of luck on your workout journey. You know, if you subscribe to this channel, you won't need it. Thank you. And bye, girl.